There's so many pictures on social media of like the cats lounging over the
Oh
keyboard.
my God.
I don't know how
Well,
many.
this cat is relentless. Like it's like we don't feed her, right? So she's hunting my food. And when she's not doing that, she's forever, get out of there. It's not your fucking litter box. Oh my God. Get out of there. Scat. Oh my God.
And why is she in with you right now?
Because
Because Freya's supposed to
I
be
have
doing.
food. No, because I have food right next to me, and this one is a chow hound.
Oh, I see. So you don't have the door closed to your.
No, no,
Right.
and Freya and Steve just took off to go to an orthodontia, like emergency orthodontia appointment, and then to Freya's dance class. So I got the cat.
Oh no.
Who's very cute. I mean, what's not to like? She's super cute. Look at that. Look how cute she is.
Yes.
She's so cute.
Yes. It's nice to have a distraction. Yeah.
Yes, best distraction ever.
Yeah.
But what a punk. Just gonna keep my hand on her so she doesn't make a break for my lunch.
Yeah, between cats and toddlers in the workplace these days, that's our
Entertainment.
well, yeah. On Zoom calls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There she goes again.
There she goes again. What is the bell that she's going?
It's when I think she hits some keys that make the little bell sound.
Oh, ding ding. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little bell sound of distress from the computer. Like, you're not supposed to walk over me.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't walk on me.
I'm
How's everybody
surprised it
feeling
doesn't
about
do
tomorrow?
something else.
We're expecting a state of emergency here in Oregon.
Are you?
Yeah,
Sure.
I haven't
Governor
looked at the
rallying
news all
state
day.
troopers.
Yeah. I mean, you've probably seen it, or you may have seen in the news that all of DC has boarded up all the windows, and
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's going to be troops in the streets tomorrow, and
So fun.
Gonna stay away from the pot banging.
tomorrow I'm going to stay away from the pot banging. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do my hotline work all day tomorrow. I'm on 3 different shifts, so starting at
Right.
5:30 to 7:30, and then like another one midday, and then another one right after loving kindness. But we'll see what happens on what happens on Tuesday, I guess. I mean, activists are calling for, like, they're setting up screens to show the returns right down near the White House, like where the tear gas and stuff went out the last time. I don't know if you read the news. The mayor renamed the street after George Floyd died, Black
Yeah.
Lives Matter Plaza, which was a bit of a political stunt because she is definitely more on the side of the police and so on. But anyway, BLM Plaza has become like the convening place. So somebody's setting up like big videos to watch the returns and like holding that space tomorrow. Meanwhile, the city has announced that it's purchased something like $40 million more of tear gas and other equipment, riot control equipment. So
I don't think we'll know tomorrow.
No.
we're definitely not going to know tomorrow. Yeah. So we'll see. I guess what we will start to know, at least in cities like yours and mine, is like, is shit going to go down or not? Like, are people going to start agitating immediately? Not.
It would be hard to think that would be tomorrow night because you're not, unless it's like a sweep. I mean, there's just going to be.
Well, I think the things that people are anticipating is if the president starts insisting that, the election's called right at the end of the night, that's what's gonna agitate people. And particularly, I mean, in a city like DC, and I'm assuming for you guys as well, like if both sides start coming out on the streets, then no matter what happens, something's gonna go down. And in DC, the other side is not very, it's not present. Like, people don't come in like militia type people don't come in from outside. But then, you know, when you start setting up so much law enforcement, like happened after George Floyd,
Yeah.
if they start escalating stuff.
Yeah, the concern here is that we're going to see intimidation at the ballot, right? So you're going to see all the Trumpers come in and take position, like they've already been doing, right? Blocking bridges and stuff.
Yeah, I've seen two.
And then the response.
Two Trump over the weekend. I saw two Trump like pickup trucks and with flags and stuff. Like I don't know, 10 or 15 vehicles driving around our little downtown, which isn't even really a downtown, like honking their horns and stopping in the middle of the intersection. And so they're going to be doing stuff like that as well.
I would hope that in Oregon that most people were smart enough to send their ballots in and aren't going to be dropping them off like last minute like normal.
You guys don't have open polling places, do you? It's
No,
just
so
drop off?
Yeah, it's just if you have waited to the last minute, you all have to drop it off. I'm assuming the libraries are still doing it. I don't know if they are or not.
I think so. Yeah, I'm
Are
not
they?
sure. I don't vote in this country.
Like people with their tax returns, like everybody goes to the post office. That used to be kind of a thing where everybody would go the night of April 15th. But
Well, every year downtown, they'd had this long line of cars, you know, waiting to drop off their ballots. And I was just always like, man, those people procrastinating. What a headache. I gotta sit for an hour in my car just to drop off my vote because I was too lazy to do it the week before. So
Although there
you
might be sort of a
still making up
ceremonial-
your mind, perhaps. I don't know.
Well, or there might be a ceremonial element to it. I don't know.
oh, that's
Yeah.
just true.
Right.
They like to do it on the day.
I can see people doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of make it a family event or
Yeah.
what have you.
Yeah.
Well, I was just sitting here trying to have lunch, which doesn't work very well when you have this kitten that's trying to have lunch on my plate. And looking for flaming cocktail recipes because I want to make one that we're going to call a dumpster fire.
Nice.
As we wait for the returns to come in.
Right.
That and tequila shots every time Trump prematurely calls a state for himself.
Oh man, you're gonna be drunk before it's
I
time
know,
to go.
exactly. You're not going to be able to recover from that hangover. But Rosaline, we did Sober October. I just remembered last night.
Hey!
Nice
Look at
job.
her. Is she getting?
No
Is somebody
comment.
bringing her a drink?
No, it's a cup of coffee. Shush, say nothing. Yes, that's right. I was completely sober for all of October.
Uh-huh.
little Baileys with
You
your
born
coffee.
in the field. Were you born in the field?
What is she doing drinking coffee at 10
What's he
p.m.?
doing? Born in the field.
I think it might be coffee.
I hope really.
God, he's the door wide open. Yeah, no, I can
It's a
drink
cup
coffee.
of tea, I bet. It's a cup
No,
of tea.
no, it's coffee. It's coffee, but it's only instant coffee, so it's fine. It's fine.
Oh my God, I would be up until 4 a.m.
Yeah, me too.
No, very little keeps me up.
Ooh.
Well, it's got a shot of Bailey's or whiskey or something.
Yeah,
in it,
no,
doesn't
it doesn't even. It doesn't. It's pure caffeine. Well, it's not caffeine. It's like mild instant crap.
Yeah.
So in terms of staying up, just kind of because we were trying to figure out what we should do because Amelia was asking, oh, should we stay up and watch it? But like, it's not.
I don't think we'll even start seeing returns until, like real returns until about 5 hours from now, right? So that
Yeah.
would be like 2 or 3 in the morning your time.
Yeah, so I think even if we get up early, if we get up at 6, we'll see some interesting stuff coming through, right? So
I
like,
think so.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I mean,
I'm scared. Sure, like I had to leave the room and I felt physically ill the last election. I'm really, really nervous. I'm afraid I'm going to throw up in the backyard.
yeah.
If things go south, I'm really just, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. Surely not. I mean, I know the polls get it wrong so much in recent years, but I just can't see him winning.
Yeah. I mean, I think the bigger issue is how much they're going to cheat to win, right?
Yeah.
I feel pretty confident that he's gonna that he's gonna lose, but I don't feel very confident that the courts and the state legislatures and the lawyers and everybody is gonna allow every vote to be counted.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
friend who's votes in Miami-Dade, Florida, she lives in Johannesburg, said that 2 days ago her ballot got rejected because her signature didn't match the signature that they had on file. So she had to spend, I don't know how many phone calls and hours getting whatever. So she contested it and has already gotten it settled because Florida starts counting their votes before election day. But in places like Pennsylvania, they don't even start opening those ballots up until the polls have closed, right?
Is there any way-
Wisconsin's the same thing. So, I mean, just stuff like that. Like, you know, Gail was like, I voted for, you know, decades. She's an expat who's been overseas for 20 years, never had an issue with her ballot. And suddenly this time her signature doesn't match. So it's going to be that kind of stuff.
about signature thing? Like, for instance, I mean, my signature is pretty consistent, but I've noticed that since I kind of am experiencing arthritis in my hands, I would imagine 20 years from now that my signature will look somewhat. Is there any to update that? I've never heard that spoken of before.
I don't know if there's a way to update it, but I guess you know, can find out. It's your signature on file with the DMV. So we know, you know, that both sides have already done whatever they can to get access to that public information so that they, I mean, each side's going to be lawyered up trying to disqualify. I mean, I hope the Democrats aren't doing that as much, but the Republicans are definitely going to be doing it. I mean, they're already doing it.
I can't imagine that Joe Biden, giant armada of lawyers.
Well, he's going to have some kind of lawyers to
Yes,
fight it
I
back
think there's
because
an amount of lawyers, but I think they're going to be the ones insisting that every vote be counted.
right.
And
Right.
you have to sort of
So like
sort of
my friend
down.
Gail said she got support from the Democratic Party in Florida to make sure that her signature got resolved.
Right.
So
And
there's
the problem being is if they don't count, if they got to count them that day, and then they, you know, 2 days later, she gets a notice that your signature isn't, it's too late.
Well, I mean, they shouldn't settle it. I mean, if say a certain proportion, I mean, that's what happened in the Gore Bush, right? Is that it was a certain proportion of ballots were still kind of contested, right? And at what point do you get over the threshold of like, well, even if all of those weren't, you know, went one way or the other, it wouldn't affect the election. So Gore stopped fighting it, and some people think, you know, too early he conceded, but we'll see. I mean, if it takes them that much time to even open the ballots and then they start contesting, that's where they feel like it'll be weeks in some cases if it's very close before a Pennsylvania or Wisconsin will actually be called. And if that's the road to the Electoral College, then we're in trouble. So we will see. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be over easily. I guess our best hope is Florida is a landslide, but
yeah.
always seems like we're counting on Florida for something.
And that's like the least state that you would want to count on for anything.
Anything.
Florida, it's, yeah, you're like, oh God, these idiots are going to be the ones who.
Oh, there's so many good flaming cocktail recipes, you guys. I can't.
All right. Okay. Well, I have
like a flaming Russian. That seems appropriate.
Oh, we should all mix in the recipe, and then we could all have one together.
We need the color orange.
Yeah, I think I might just. You know what, Chris? That's actually what I might do. It's the flaming Russian is just vodka. It's like an ounce of vodka and half an ounce of 150 proof Bacardi rum. But I bet if you put a little bit of peach schnapps in there, you get that nice orange color.
Yeah.
and then you actually just set it on fire?
You set it on fire and drink it.
Tastes
Hang
like,
on, where's the non-alcoholic part of that? Doesn't a cocktail have to have like some, is it just Am I getting that
The
wrong?
air and the vodka? I don't know.
The ice.
Oh, okay, right. fine.
There's no ice in a shot.
That sounds like something you drink in college.
It really
Yeah.
does.
Giant chunk of ice and yeah, that would be a Titanic, wouldn't it? You could, like,
There's also a flaming Jesus recipe for those southern states. This is
I think I've had something like that. That's like purple Jesus or green goddamn. That shit'll fuck you up. It's not good. And by the way, you have a black cat. I don't know who you think that cat belongs to, but she belongs to you.
I only belong to her today because my food is right over there, Dana. And she's walking over the keyboard. She's making a right nuisance of herself trying to get to my lunch.
She's horrible.
Not sleeping today.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Well, should we get going? I need to go to
I
my
put the cocktail recipe.
election practice
Yeah.
tonight.
Okay. Definitely.
You need cocktails for that.